Good evening. Tonight's show is fantasy and reality. What does Santa Claus do when he's not getting ready to prepare for Christmas? Here it is July, and what I'd like to know is what he's been up to and where he's going to be next. What a wonderful treat tonight to have Santa Claus. I mean, it should be Christmas all year long. And you know what? With this Santa, it absolutely is. I want you to take a look at the children's faces in this video. I'm going to show you.
There's a man on Long Island who loves the spirit of Christmas so much he happens to look like Santa Claus and much more.
Yeah, he's gone to great lengths to change his name, and I bet you can guess what he changed his name to. Long Island reporter Kristen Thorne has more.
His body, his gestures, his cheeks, he's perfect. He really fits the part.
You have to admit, he looks a lot like Santa Claus, so much so he leaves little ones absolutely mesmerized.
It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
But for this man on Long Island, being Santa isn't just a holiday gig, it's, well, who he is.
Made me
Take
very
your hat out
excited.
off for me. Let me see.
I'm sorry, I probably have hat hair.
No,
but
no. This year, he legally changed his name to Santa Claus.
my wife is very happy that I don't have to change the marriage certificate, so it still has my old name on it. But she was a little weird when she had to go in and tell her boss to change the medical insurance because her husband's now Santa Claus.
You want proof? Here it is, his New York State driver's license. So you may be asking yourself, why would someone do such a thing? Well, in Santa's mind, it really is very simple.
There's so many problems in the world today. I want everybody to be happy, even if it's for a moment. I want to make you remember what it was like to be a child.
There's also the fact that his first favorite toy was a Santa doll. People have always been telling him pretty much his whole life he looks like Santa, and his son, one of his 4 kids, was born on Christmas Day.
So his middle name is now Yule.
Is it really?
Yep, Sean Yule.
Even adults will admit it doesn't seem like a gimmick.
He's amazing. He's amazing, and he should have changed his name.
And oh yeah, don't ask him what his name was before, because he really doesn't want to tell you. I mean, if his mom calls him Santa Claus, then why shouldn't everyone else?
She introduces me as, "This is my son, Santa," which really makes me feel good.
Making other people feel good is what Santa says this is all about.
It makes you forget about your day-to-day problems.
Santa Claus began his career over 18 years ago at a family party. Actually, he sprayed his hair and he wore a suit, and he thought he looked kind of frightening, but the kids absolutely adored him.
That's true.
Then he took his children to a big store, and at the store he was asked if he would please play Santa Claus. So for 5 years he not only did that, but then he did this weekend job, and then decided to go off on his own. And before you knew it, Santa Claus was booking parties all over the place. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you very much, Gail.
You're everybody's friend, aren't you?
Well, I try to be, yes.
I love the part about your license being changed very quickly. Was that difficult to do?
My driver's license?
Yes.
Actually, the driver's license was very easy.
Really?
Yeah, you know, once I got the court papers,
Okay.
I just
went
brought them down to
court. I was
DMV.
curious about that.
With, of course, a camera crew.
Yes.
And right in the middle of me paying,
Yes.
a little girl came running up to me.
Oh.
She locked her arms around my legs.
Oh, I love that.
And I looked down, and she goes, "I love you."
That happens a lot to you. Of
does.
all the people in the world you could have been, why Santa?
Santa Claus, Christmas, it makes people smile. It makes
does.
people
I'm
forget about
smiling
their
right
daily
now.
problems. I was always nervous. I was always, you know, things bothered me a lot. I always had,
Really?
oh yeah, I was terrified of
I know
life.
that.
And I realized that
My
being
goodness.
Santa Claus, not only did it make everybody around me happy, but it made
Made
me
you
happy.
happy.
It was wonderful.
Oh, I think that is a fantastic. And the more you gave of charity, which we're very big on the show talking about, the better you felt.
Well, I mean, as Santa Claus,
Yes, you're
I should do nothing but
But give. Oh, I
give
love
gifts
that.
to children, give gifts to the poor.
Yes.
You know, I'm
well, let's go
always
back
there.
to that now, because after you booked all these parties,
Mm-hmm.
you actually had people come up to you and talk about somebody was not well, somebody was dying,
Mm-hmm,
and they wanted to know how much you would charge. And what did you do?
Oh, well, first of all, there are certain things that Santa Claus does charge for.
Right.
And this woman was, I think she was in her late 80s, and she was dying of cancer. And her her niece asked me, could I come and make, because she wasn't going to make it to Christmas.
Oh, my goodness.
So about a week and a half before I go to the house. It's a quick visit. I read to us the night before Christmas. I give her a little bell. We take some pictures.
Oh, I love
and
that.
in my heart, I felt like I didn't do enough.
Right.
The next day, I got an email from her son.
Oh, I love
And
it.
he said, you gave us the best gift anybody could have ever given and ever will. When you walked in, there was an 80-year-old woman dying of cancer.
could I
And when you
cry?
left, there was an 8-year-old girl.
Oh, what a beautiful story. You are going to do it to me.
I know.
You're
I'm
going
gonna do it to
make me
myself.
cry. I'm trying not to cry. So you have a son whom you have named Sean Noel. Your first toy was a Santa, and you
Yeah.
look like Santa Claus. Had to, of course, influence you. Childhood, very quickly, one word, sum it up.
Difficult.
Okay, fair enough. Best Christmas movie? We're
I
playing a little game.
would have to go with the original Miracle on 34th Street.
Me too, with Natalie Wood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, favorite sad Santa story?
The favorite sad one was the visiting the woman with cancer.
Can I tell you what, though? To me, that was a happy experience because of what you did. And your favorite happy one had to
My
do with the
favorite-
lost doll?
This
Tell me
woman,
about
this
that.
woman during the Depression, they were in a train
Right.
station, and she had her doll with her,
Mm-hmm.
and her father just grabbed her arm and said, "Look, the train is here. We got to go." And the doll was left on the train
Oh. no.
seat. Well, years and years and years and years go by. The woman's in her, 70s maybe.
Right.
I get a phone call from her daughter. We found the doll.
Oh,
on,
my gosh.
On eBay.
Oh.
So, would you give it to my mom?
Oh,
Without a doubt.
oh, that's beautiful.
I walk in, I call the husband by name. I say, "Wow, you've grown."
Right.
I call the woman by
Oh, my
name,
gosh.
and I say, "Look, if the elves told me that you lost it, I would have done this a lot sooner." And I handed her the doll. Everybody cried.
Oh, this is so
And
beautiful.
that's what Christmas is about.
You're making me feel so happy in July. All right, now I know that you are so involved in your Santa's barbecue. You're
Mm-hmm.
giving to so many charities, and I have to. I'd be remiss if I did not mention some of these. I know that you're involved with the residents and children. One of my favorite places, Ronald McDonald. Superstorm Sandy,
Mm-hmm.
the town of Babylon, Long Beach, you cooked for.
Yep.
And you started this actually for catering and cooking. Then you helped the North Shore veterans and the Babylon Breast Cancer Coalition.
Mm-hmm.
And I happen to know that you are developing some products from this because you would like to do your own 501c3
Yes, I
for
do.
children who are diagnosed with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I also want to mention that you have catered for 20th Century Fox.
Yes, I do.
Is there somebody you have met there, celebrity that we'd know about that you'd care to share a story with? That
There was actually no celebrities
Okay.
at the party.
Okay.
It was a party for one of the remakes of a movie,
Oh,
and
which one?
they
Do you
flew me
remember
into
it? Now, we'll come back to you
Yeah.
later because we have so much to talk about. And I was upset when I heard, and I had read this before, Shirley Temple Black, one of my heroines, because she'd done so much for the United States,
Yeah.
and the childhood actress, and she survived it, and was a great role model. She said that she stopped believing in Santa Claus
when Santa Claus that she had met asked for her autograph.
It's heartbreaking.
And
Because
I
still
live by
believe-
that rule now.
Yeah.
No matter who I meet, I know
Oh, my
that
goodness.
I know that I'm from your childhood, and
Exactly.
I'm more important, not than you or your status or what
Right,
you've
right,
done.
right.
But, I don't want to ruin it. I don't wanna ruin
Exactly
the
right.
magic.
Let's take a look, though, because I know Marlo Thomas is very involved in charities.
Mm-hmm. Right, in St.
And there's
Jude's
this
Hospital.
particular piece for St. Jude's Hospital. Very quickly, let's take a look at that. Shall we?
This morning, we're wrapping up our series, Thanks and Giving, highlighting 50 years of the great work done at St. Jude Children's Hospital. Marlo Thomas has been with us all week. She's, of course, the National Outreach Director at St. Jude. Marlo, it's been so wonderful to have this all week, and I hope it's been great for you,
Oh,
too.
the stories are fabulous. The children are fabulous. This is a big day for us. This is the launch of our Thanksgiving program. So when you go to all the wonderful stores across the country, St. Jude is a national resource. So that's why we have this national program. As we like to say, our labs aren't in your cities or in your communities, but all of our discoveries are in your communities.
And we've got a lot of those retailers
Yes.
scrolling across the
That's
screen.
right.
You can go see them now. Now, kids, you brought some of your friends.
Yes.
We have a very special treat, you guys.
You ready?
Okay. We have someone special visiting us today, and he wanted to say hello. Is that okay? Why don't you step right over there and say hello to
Oh my
someone?
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Everybody.
Isn't that
Do you
great?
recognize this guy? Who is it, Archie? Santa came. Santa's coming to town early. How cool is that?
Come here.
It's pretty cool.
So good to see you.
You want? Oh, you told me to look behind me? You saw? You're smart. Okay, go give him a hug then. You told me.
Come here.
Marlo, as we watch some of the children visit with Santa and get hugs from
so
Santa, I loved hearing you say how so many parents have been watching this week and identified problems perhaps with their own children.
And getting information. In fact, little Archie here had been to 3 hospitals, misdiagnosed, and finally somebody said, why don't you go to St.
in there,
Jude?
Archie.
They found out that he had lymphoma.
Yeah.
That's what's so important, is to get the right diagnosis and get these children to St. Jude to get it. You know, we have, St. Jude costs $1.8 million a day to run. So this campaign means everything to us.
Absolutely.
Because we're not for profit,
Yeah.
we have to get 75% of our money from the public.
Right, and what better thing to do in our lives than to help
Right.
a child? And as you pointed out,
Yes.
the research labs may not be in your town, but the work you do
That's right.
affects us
Right.
all. And you know what? We can buy a lot of frivolous things in this world, but why not give it to
And
someone?
you know, you're all going to be
like this?
shopping anyway,
Yeah.
having a wonderful time.
Yes.
So just leave $1 or $2 for the children of St. Jude.
All right,
All
Marlo,
right.
we're so grateful for the work you did. Happy
Thank you.
holidays.
Thank you so much.
St. Jude's
Marlo.
Children's Hospital. Why don't everybody come in and say hello to Santa? Come on in.
Absolutely, guys.
Thank you, Marlo Thomas. Thank you,
Thank
kids.
you, Santa.
And thank you,
So
Santa.
much to share, but John Thiessen, what do you
Yes.
do there with our children?
Well, actually, John Thiessen got involved with the Barbecue Brethren, and
love that.
we did a contest,
Okay.
a cook-off, so to speak, where we raised money and donated it to John Thiessen. He does amazing things,
Amazing things for
kids on Long Island.
Every year, you get a wish list and from all the people in your community for the children.
From the elementary, middle school,
Middle school,
the
and then
counselor
you and your wife
gives them to
buy
us.
all these gifts and
Yes.
you deliver them
Christmas Eve morning.
Yep.
Yep.
What is that like?
To walk into a house, It's not even their house. It's an apartment that sometimes has no decorations, and I have a sack on my back that's filled with everything.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Unbelievable. Okay. You are also moving along. We have different movies. You can see how fast we're going. Christmas Tears. I Am Santa Claus with Mick Foley. That had
Yes.
to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
All right. The Little Tin Man. And they even wrote a part for you in The Familiar. You're in the process, though, of actually writing a book.
Yes, yes,
And
I
the
am.
book is called Santa's Guide to Surviving Christmas. Very quickly, 2 things that we need to know.
Okay. When you're visiting Santa, I want you as an adult to let Santa run the visit.
Oh.
You're sit there busy, you want to take pictures,
Right,
you want to
right,
make sure
right.
everything's
Okay.
perfect, but I want to visit with your children. You want
want
to take
about the
pictures,
child.
you be quiet
Wow.
and stand off to the side and enjoy the magic.
Wow. What's the second thing?
Don't ever ask your child, did you tell Santa what you want?
Oh!
Tell Santa you've been good. I mean, you know that I know.
You know
if
it,
you're
you
naughty or
know,
nice.
right.
I already know
I
this.
love that. I absolutely love that. One last question, and then we have to go to
I do have a
commercial.
bone to pick. Can I do
sorry?
that really quick?
Very quickly, very quickly.
I ask for one thing, and that's milk and cookies. And for some reason, every time I get to your house, okay, there's a plate of crumbs.
Oh,
A
no!
glass of milk.
I'm the guilty one
Did
of that.
I anger you in some way?
Santa, on your wish list,
Yes.
other than the milk and cookies, would you tell our audience what would you like?
What would I like? I would really like everybody who is so involved in business and so involved in making money to relax. Life is not that serious. Life is meant to be lived,
Love it.
not taken away from other people. Be nice to each other. We're all we got.
Thank you so much. I hope you'll come back.
I will.
Thank you. We'll be right back.